Welcome to Red Fracture TV. I, as always, am your host, Sean Chappell. Welcome to the 26th episode of Red Fracture TV. I've officially been under my own steam for about half a year now. 6 months of non-stop Red Fracture. I wish I could say it's been like a dream and not like a shit ton of hard work, but I'd be lying if I said that. The work continues as I cruise towards that goal of financially solvent self-employment bliss. Speaking of work, let me tell you about what I did last week. I've been studying my website data, all the stats from the past 6 months and all the experiences I've had since I started running Red Fracture full-time and looking at the truth of what has been working and what hasn't. I've sold 9 originals since beginning Red Fracture in earnest 6 months ago, but only 1 drop-shipped printed product in the last 16 months. Also, all the social media I put up about my printed merchandise, that being t-shirts, prints, etc., meet with crickets. Ultra crickets. Really big ones. And lastly, my newsletter sign-up value prop is a $10 voucher for your first purchase of prints and tees. I have had 0 sign-ups from that technique. A lot of work went into designing my welcome email package, and only a handful of friends have ever seen it. From this, I can tell what people are coming to me to buy, and it's not printed products. Also, the feedback on my grant proposal suggested that I needed a more artist-centric website, one with galleries and the like, tacitly suggesting that products were not the right way to go for Red Fracture. And last but not least, a gentleman who was mentoring me in the Company Starter Plus program, Nathan, asked me if I had to choose between painting or drop shipping merchandise, which would I rather do? I think he saw the two as being in conflict with each other, 2 businesses under one umbrella with one me to man them both. I, of course, assured him that I could never give up my painting, and I think that's what he was trying to get at. He had this knowing look in his eye. All this has got me thinking about what I'm trying to achieve, what I'm actually achieving, and how I'm going to proceed from this point forward, and whether my online presence is really going in the right direction. All signs point to no. Of course, this is problematic, especially right now when there is essentially no other outlet to sell my work except online. I came to a decision that I needed to change my focus, which led to a study of other artists' websites. I tried it my way, but apparently my way is crap. So I turned to the internet to start looking at how other artists are presenting their work online. And I went to people who I admire, not just any old artists. I looked at Todd Shore, Greg Crayola-Simpkins, Scott Shidley, Scott Musgrove, Laurie Early, to name a few. Here are some of my findings. 1. Their websites are essentially virtual galleries, and all of their relevant artworks, whether they're for sale or not, are on display. Most are not, having already been sold, and their images are just that, images, but they're still on display. My website doesn't work that way. When I sell something, it disappears from the site. 2. They all have some sort of about page or news listing page for upcoming events, publications that they've been interviewed in, even their CVs. That is something that I lack. 3. All of them have a very distinct style, and all of them got known for that style. All their artworks are focused in one direction. I was splintering my focus on many avenues of exploration for a long time, giving me an inconsistent body of work. 4. Some of their sites are disastrously out of date, especially Todd Shore's, which doesn't appear to have been updated since 2018. But he's famous, so it doesn't matter. The one takeaway from all my research is that all of them, and I mean all of them, got known for their work first, not merchandise. Not prints, not tees, but original artworks. They built a following from live events and direct sales, built a network of business contacts to assist in those sales or to find more opportunities for shows and therefore more sales. And at this point, they probably have a fairly dedicated list of collectors who they can source for new sales opportunities. After doing a thorough study of their sites, going so far as to create a written document detailing everything they've created online, including social media, and really thinking about what I'm trying to achieve, that's financial solvency, folks. I think I've been putting the cart before the horse. My initial idea was to create a drop shipping store, one with inexpensive products that would sell to a lot of people over and over. This would probably work if that's all that I did. For example, Kelly Brooks, who owns and runs Pretty by Her, designs all her own products, does all the art herself, just like I do. At least I think she does. But that's not what she pushes. She pushes the cards, the candles, the mugs, all the products, but not the work itself. I'm presenting the opposite, and I've seen the exact opposite results from Pretty by Her. Expensive, one-of-a-kind items are having greater appeal on Red Fracture and are selling more often over the lower-end printed products. I've been working on selling myself. Sean the artist, not Sean the product drop shipper or Sean the store. And I think I've been going in two directions at once. This may be confusing to my website visitors, and it may be confusing me as to who my ideal customers really are. People see artists, and they expect to come to me to buy art. Not a card, not a candle, not a mug. Maybe a print, or even a book in time. Fingers crossed. So it looks like the focus of my website is about to change direction yet again, with a refined eye on the artwork itself, my persona as an artist first and foremost, and how I can solve that ugly blank wall problem that so many people are suffering from. I'm still going to be offering up prints and tees. I've already done the work, and I don't see the point in taking it all down at this point. And I still intend to make prints out of my paintings, but I think the extended lines of merchandise I had planned are going to get shelved. For now, while I work on getting known for my painting. No prints on canvas, no pillows, no mugs. More on this next week. See how other professionals are doing it in your industry and follow suit. I have continually found myself reinventing the wheel. Time and again, I've got an idea and I follow it to its logical end only to see that it didn't really lead to where I wanted to go, especially when it comes to my artwork. Failed experiments in style, failed experiments in technique, going against the grain of the industry, either out of curiosity or blind stubbornness. I had a mixed media artwork in the Bainart Surrealist Collective group show at Last Rites Gallery back in 2012. This one here, in fact. It was the only artwork that wasn't a fucking painting, either acrylic or oils. Talk about a reinvention that was really misplaced. And no, it did not sell. I would not do this today, though. I know better. After running Red Fracture for 6 months, I think I'm finally coming around to the idea that I don't have to do everything my own way. Nor should I. Goddamn artistic mentality. Just gotta be different. Sometimes it's frustrating as hell. There are tried and true paths and methods for getting to where I want with my art and Red Fracture as a business, and I'm allowed to tread those paths and use those methods just like anybody else. These things exist in every industry, and they stood the test of time for good reason. Doing the Company Starter Plus grant program, chatting to other professionals outside of the arts, stepping back to assess my business and then looking to see how others achieved the goals I'm looking to achieve has really opened my eyes to what steps I need to take in order to continue towards greatness. Others have already done it, and I'm allowed to follow in their footsteps. See how other professionals are doing it in your industry and follow suit. Don't frustrate yourself or waste your time trying to do it differently unless it's for a damn good reason, like an ethical one. Look for the pathways that have already been forged and follow along, or else you might find yourself where I am, looking to pivot yet again so you can get into the flow of your industry. Go with the flow. It's good! If you like the content of this video, or you have an idea for a topic I should talk about, please leave me a note in the comments below. Don't be afraid to share this on social media as well. Last but not least, if you found the content pertinent to yourself, subscribe to my channel to be the first to receive updates as to when they become available right here on YouTube. I'm looking to get to 100. Will you be one? For now, that is all. Thanks for watching.